Now, WGEM Sports Extra with Sports Director Tony Cornish Jr.
Good evening and welcome. Happy, or should I say delighted, to have you on board for week one of the 2020 high school football season in both the Show Me State of Missouri as well as the Hawkeye State of Iowa. Of course, in the land of Lincoln, all the gridirons sit silent tonight. That's because the Illinois High School Association, along with Governor J.B. Pritzker's office and state health officials, decided to push back the start of football season until the spring due to COVID-19 health and safety concerns. Now, the exact details surrounding the spring football plan remain unclear, but programs across the state are focused in on playing in the spring of 2021. Now let's move on to the Show Me State. The games, well, they go on as scheduled with social distancing guidelines, of course, in place. In Cahokia, Clark County head coach Ethan Allen has the Indians ready to start the new season off on a very positive note as they took on the Chiefs of Keokuk High in a very special and emotional border war battle. Coach Allen with a keen focus in his eye at the start of the opening night contest that everybody's talking about under the lights. Here come the Indians. They're pumped up. They honor their seniors tonight, letting each of them run out onto the field. First, it was good to see. Here's the opening kickoff. It'll be a little squib kick, and once it gets there, watch Noah Farrell get the ball, and he runs across the field, gets the block that he needs, and Mr. Farrell looking like he could go all the way, but close to the Keokuk 40-yard line. Isaac Olson rips it out of Farrell's hands, and the Chiefs recover the fumble on the opening kickoff of the game. Wow. Chiefs ball early. Get that offense on the field. Ensuing drive here. Remember this play? A little quarterback keeper, senior Corey Skinner, keeps it and gets the first down and a couple more yards. He had a good game tonight. Same drive here, 3rd and goal, and the Chiefs powered in. Yeah, they get that touchdown in there. Mr. Callum tackles the right tight end, but he runs it right up the middle for the Keokuk touchdown. Chiefs up 7-zip after the extra point. Clark County on 4th and down here trying to make it happen. The quarterback scrambles out of the pocket, chucks it up to the back of the end zone, and there's 2 Keokuk defenders there to break it up. Good defense. Turnover on downs for Clark County. It's now the Chiefs ball. The ensuing possession here. Corey Skinner for the Chiefs throws one deep, but look at the play of Lane Summers. Jumps up and extends his arms and comes down with the INT. Clark County takes possession. Following possession, the Indians get it close to the goal line and hand it to the senior running back, Justin Webster, and he does what Justin Webster does. He gets the touchdown there. The Indians decide to go for 2 instead of the extra point, and the quarterback here will scramble, run to his left, coming up here, and then his right, and he throws it to the end zone, and a little tip drill play, and the Indians' Xander Johnson comes down with it, making it an 8-7 contest. Oh, we got a barn burner brewing. Clark County down 13-8 now, looking to take the lead, and watch quarterback Sam Wheeler. He'll throw one deep, and Mr. Lane Summers comes down with it. Oh, what a catch. And the Indians take a 14-13 lead. They would not get the extra point as they went for 2. It's now 4th and 1 with 50 seconds left. Yeah, the drama's building. Keokuk down 14-13. It all comes down to this. And we told you, remember that quarterback keeper? But Coach Roberts lets his senior quarterback keep it, and Mr. Skinner doesn't just get the first down, he gets the touchdown. And the Chiefs of Keokuk win by the final score of 19-14 in a barn burner. The WGEM Sports Cam caught up with head coach, Coach Roberts, and his quarterback after the game, who talked a little bit about the game-winning play. Again, your final after 4, Cahokia winning big in Clark County, 19-14.
The biggest thing to me was, like you said, just give it to our leader on offense, and that's Corey Skinner. 4-year starter. I wanted the ball in his hands, and if we were going to win or lose, I want that ball in his hands. So, call direct power with him. We just needed inches. Trust my offensive line to get it done, and they did.
I mean, my initial thought was get the first down. I mean, of course, scoring was obviously the better situation. I mean, I was very excited for him to give me the ball and the chance to win the game.
What a great ball game to start off the season. Wow. Meanwhile, in Shelbyville tonight, Raiders head coach Seth Bass had North Shelby, well, they were ready to go as they laid out the 8-man football welcome mat, you could say, to the Chiefs of Santa Fe High. The Raiders of North Shelby taking the field here, hosting SFHS to kick off the season. First quarter, North Shelby's second drive. Kale Stone burner with the quarterback keeper here. He breaks free on the right side, and as you can see, all the Santa Fe defenders, and they are not going to catch number 2. 99 yards to the house for the touchdown. North Shelby up 8-0. after the two-point conversion. North Shelby student section cheering on the Raiders. Yeah, cheering on the team. Good to see. Holding strong that defense. Santa Fe quarterback drops back, and North Shelby's Kyle Smith drills him for a big loss on yards and gets the ball back for that Raider offense. That's right, North Shelby fans enjoying the sack there. Next Raider possession, and Justin Lunsford gets the handoff and breaks up the middle, and then to the right sideline and turns on the Jets and gets by everybody for the TD. Nice run there, putting the Raiders up 16-0 after that point, after the two-point conversion. Your final after 4, when the dust settles and the smoke clears, it's those Raiders from North Shelby High winning big on opening night, 60-6 over Santa Fe. Let's move on now to Cougar Country. The players and coaches at Highland High were hoping to start off the 2020 season off on a very positive note as the squad tries their very best to erase the memories of last year's disappointing 3-7 campaign. Highland head coach Dave DeGarmo has been working pretty hard this summer, getting HHS ready to go for their home opener against Putnam County. Late first half, Putnam County's quarterback tries to scramble, but Highland's Braden Hitzler comes up with a big tackle for a loss, keeping Highland up 26-8 at the half. Second half now, more Cougar defense. Austin Carter chasing down that Putnam quarterback and brings him down for a loss, getting the ball back for that Highland offense. Next Cougar possession, quarterback Drew Mallett keeps the ball. Look at Drew go, runs to the right side and pushes down the defender and heads back to the middle of the field, getting by everybody before getting tripped up and getting the first down in a 49-yard run. Not too bad. Highland fans have to appreciate that effort, cheering on the Cougars, and Mr. Mallett, he's going to keep it here again. Go to the right side, up the middle, 4-yard touchdown, making it count. Put Highland up 44-11 at that point after the two-point conversion. Your final after 4, all you Cougar fans who are excited at Highland High. That's right, HHS gets the win on their home turf on week 1. 48-19 is your final. Meanwhile, in the Hawkeye State, Fort Madison head coach Doug Doherty had those Hounds focused in and ready to go as they opened up their new season on their home turf against West Burlington Notre Dame. Hounds head coach Doug Doherty, what a job he's been doing this offseason. Keeping everybody pumped up, worked hard. Fort Madison getting ready for tonight's opener mentally as well. Fans in the stands and face masks are there abiding by COVID-19 guidelines. Good to see. Way to take you through midway through the first quarter. Scoreless game when senior quarterback Will Larson drops back and finds senior running back Brock Caleb. Brings it down into the red zone. Big play for the Hound students, loving it. Yeah, I don't blame them. Fort Madison would not be able to punch it in, though. However, they would have a settle for a 3-point field goal. I'll take those points on the board, Bloodhound fans. Fort Madison cheerleaders appreciate that effort, bringing the spirit tonight to the socially distanced Bloodhound faithful. On the field, Coach Doherty pleased with his guides as well on that effort. Later in the first half, Bloodhounds back on offense, and it's Mr. Larson going deep again and finding his man, junior wide receiver Tate Johnson in the end zone for 6-1-3, making it happen. Fort Madison would go up 10-0 after the extra point in your final after 4. In this one, when it's all said and done, those Hounds from Fort Madison win big at home by the final score of 23-8 during week 1. Meanwhile, former Hawks assistant coach, Chuck Banks is now the head coach at Central Lee. He had his squad ready to go against the Panthers of Pekin. Hawks fans cheering on from lawn chairs, watching the boys in action. We fast forward to the end of the first half. About 4 minutes remaining. Central Lee down 14-13 in the red zone. Senior running back Jaden Betzker gets that handoff, and he's churning. Later on the drive, we're going to watch senior quarterback Dylan Stuker finding senior Jackson Becksker down at the 5-yard line. Comes down to a 4th down for the Hawks, and they will drop back, and they will not make the play. You saw there, they turned the ball over on downs. Pekin would make a later drive in the second quarter and get the ball to about the red zone. And Central Lee's defense makes a play after play down the stretch, keeping Pekin from getting in the end zone. That's what it's all about. You got to have that defense. Your final after 4 in Donaldson, however, Hawks losing a tough one on their home turf against the Panthers of Pekin. 37-31 is your final. Meanwhile, taking a look at that big board in the sky now, high school football for week 1. Palmyra getting a big win over Living Word Christian, 38-0 in O'Fallon's night. Meanwhile, Knox County losing 40-8 on their home turf. Monroe City in double overtime getting by South Callaway, 34-32. South Shelby losing against Milan, 35-0. Scotland County also losing 26-14 against Marceline. Louisiana Bulldogs on the road at North Callaway lose 74-22, and it was a tough battle indeed. And once we get off the air on the TV side, Our WGEM Sports High School football coverage continues on the radio side. Fifth quarter show host Ryan Muma standing by in the WGEM Sports Radio studios with more details. Ryan?
Thanks, Tony. I appreciate it. Yeah, we got a lot of great stuff coming the people's way here in just a little bit. Following the Cardinals, of course, on News Talk 105 WGEM. I'll be bringing you guys all the scores, all those finals, some of the highlights, just talking about it. You just did a lot of them, of course, on TV, but I'll be breaking it down on the radio side. We are scheduled, as of right now, to talk with Kevin Pelmyra, obviously football coach. Going to chat it up with him in just a little bit and break some things down. Their big win tonight, 38 points, is huge, obviously, for them, and a lot of great stuff coming your way there, Tony. Of course, on the fifth quarter on News Talk 105 WGEM. Again, it is going to follow the Cardinals tonight. They're running a little long here, but we'll be having a ton of fun, no doubt, Tony.
All right, thanks a lot, Ryan. We'll see you in just a few seconds. Hopefully, after those Cardinals, hopefully get a big win on the radio airwaves. Should be a lot of fun, as always. Well, thanks for joining us for week one of We Hope What You Think will be a place you want to be every Friday night. It's a Football Friday night edition of Sports Extra. Yeah, it comes to a close right now, but thanks for joining us once again on behalf of the entire crew. I'm Tony Cornish Jr. Have a great weekend. As always, yes, have a safe night.